I only know how to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little short joint I'm gonna hit you with. You know what I'm saying? And it basically reflects on my relationship with the industry. This is what it is. Often my words fall on deaf ears. Motherfuckers be listening but don't hear. Talking to a nigga, he be sitting right here. I be like, where you going? Nigga be like, yeah.
Hello. This is Trips Exposing the Matrix, and I'm Trip. Shout out to all of my subscribers. I truly appreciate every one of you. In this video, I've put together a variety of clips, not to expose any one person, but instead to expose the industry that artists have to be a part of if they want to achieve mainstream popularity, fame, and quote-unquote success. This video is meant to expose and prove the corrupt and exploitive nature of the music industry and record labels, not to cast a negative light on any of the mentioned artists. I'm sure artists are afraid to speak out against the industry for fear of repercussions, but many of them have, and I'll be spreading their message here. Enjoy and God bless. And also shout out to CDTV Productions, Blackie Speaks, Up TV, and Volt Guys. I'll leave links to their videos in the description below.
100 on my wrist, 80 on my wrist. What? 100 on my wrist, 80 on my wrist.
Like I said, there could be numerous things that are causing Lil Pump to feel this way, but I think one of the biggest ones was just revealed in an article by the publication Vulture. You may remember a while back I made a video saying why I think Lil Pump's persona is fake, and was used just purely to market himself within meme culture. The one reason I believe that he fakes his personality is for one simple reason, the only reason. That cash money, baby! Due to his over-the-top, stereotypical portrayal of a mindless young rapper, he has managed to become a viral sensation. And this article acts as the final piece of evidence needed to definitively say this is the case. In the article, it was revealed that record label owners Rojas and Alex Gelbard, I probably butchered that name, created a 10-step plan to help build Lil Pump into the viral sensation he is today, through specific tactics such as memeing the artist, world star promotions, and creating controversy projects, which we can assume would be things like fake beef. This was actually so successful for him that they now call it the Pump Plan. Now I have a feeling most of us could tell that Lil Pump was at least exaggerating aspects of his character to draw people in, but maybe I'm stupid for not knowing this, but I didn't picture it being this manufactured, you know, being created with the help of a label who might essentially be telling him what to do. I just figured it was a little more organic and maybe Pump just having fun with it. At this point, you have to ask, how much creative control does Lil Pump have over how he portrays himself?
Suicidal thoughts, call it gurgle pain. Like a bloody stain.
Now, I want you to think about the fact that this is not a conversation that only relates to Lil Pump. We're pretty much talking about every single young rapper out there who's currently coming up in the rap industry. Being in a position where you go from unknown to a worldwide superstar in just a year does, in my opinion, not only create a lot of stress, but it also creates a lot of confusion for these artists. You gotta realize that a lot of these young rappers who make music and actually make it in the industry started because they had fun with rapping and they did it for the love of it. But once you become an artist who's now in the spotlight and you have all this pressure and all these expectations, not only from the fans, but from the label who's literally controlling you and making you push this fake narrative of yourself just to be a little bit more marketable, what kind of human being is that gonna create in the long term? Now, do you remember in the Cloud Cobain music video by Denzel Curry how a major part of the concept was the ringmaster controlling the clown, aka Denzel Curry, adjusting him and making him entertain the crowd? And then the ringmaster, of course, was a symbol for the label who has no sympathy for the artist, to the point of them sucking money out of them even though they know that they're hurting inside. This could be applied to what we're talking about here. Is Lil Pump being used as nothing but a product for the simple fact of being a means to an end by the labels? Is that maybe why he's putting up Instagram stories like this and shortly after deleting them? I feel like this is gonna be something that keeps on continuing. With the success of people like 6ix9ine, Lil Pump, and Trippie Redd, it seems like the character behind these artists is exactly what's fueling their rise to the top. So a rapper who's been coming up and making a name for himself in the year of 2018 is Icy Narco. And if you look at this guy, he looks nothing but a copy of Lil Pump. In fact, his music sounds like a mix of both X and Lil Pump.
Trucker, I feel like a noose. Fisher fella feeling loose. Ducking the bullets, they flying, you might be the goose. Jimmy Choo all in my shoe.
And all this is nothing but proof that the system is working, aka it's making money. At the end of the day, the system that's behind all these upcoming artists is gonna continue and continue because clearly the results show that it's working. And then time after time, we're gonna get to a point where Lil Pump being unhappy is an actual conversation that's being had.
Like the more successful I feel or get deeper into the game, the more I understand Britney Spears' fucking breakdown in 2000s, whatever it is. Yeah, I know. I kind of feel like I know why she started tripping the fuck out because this shit is ridiculous. Dog. Yeah, no cap. Shave my head too. I'm trying to be retired as fuck in like 2 years, my nigga. No cap. I'm trying to be my childish Gambino. I'm trying to start making movies. I'll get all these tats removed, brother. This rap shit ain't where it's at. Now I'm playing. Making music is where it's at. Being a rapper being in the rap game is ass. It's horrible. But hey, stay in school.
And it's nothing but love. Like I love her family. Like I thought what we had was real, but I guess it wasn't. You know, it was something set up by Columbia Records. Columbia set it up to boost her, like, you know, like to get everybody's shit popping more. I just did this to my car. Scratched it, keyed it up. I just bought it. I just bought this fucking car. Keyed all the way. Hit the fucking door. Wanna know why I'm doing that? Because of mental fucking illness. All this materialistic shit don't mean shit in the world. And when they won't let you do, I'm owned. I'm a fucking slave. I'm a slave to my management. I'm a slave to everybody. I don't get control of my license. I don't get control of my bank account. I don't get control of shit. I can't even drive that fucking car. They put it in the basement so I couldn't take it. I know I don't have a license, but if I have someone with the license, I could take it. So fuck everybody. This is mental fucking illness. I don't care. Make fun of me. Make fun of me on the internet. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm fucking sick, bro, from flying like 8 times in a day. You know what I mean? But you know what? I've been getting calls from all the people, all the higher ups telling me, you gotta do it. So I guess, you know what? I'm gonna hop on the fucking plane and I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm going through so much shit. I just found out my dad. I just found out my dad is a fucking crackhead. No, stop. I just found out my dad is a fucking crackhead.
Yo, stat.
Yo, look, they're really trying to take me off live right now. I got it.
Price of CDs have skyrocketed while the quality of music has plummeted. And as long as middlemen create the means by which the consumer consumes, this will never change. The problem's not a complex one, and the solution is simple. Let the baker make the bread. I'm a musician. I make music.
Let's say if the devil comes to you, right? And so I'll give you $100 million, but I want you to turn your back on God. Would you turn your back on God, or would you take that $100 million? Me personally, I would turn that $100 million because loyalty to my God, loyalty to my people, loyalty is so important to me. But evidently, it's not loyal. Ain't no loyalty to these niggas. These niggas, a bitch with a bigger clout or a nigga with a bigger clout, bump through your way and they dick get hard or they pussy get wet. Like, this industry that I'm in is so fake, it's so whack, and it's so hard for me to adapt to because I'm not used to this shit, my nigga. I'm not used to this. I'm used to living my life under an oath. Like, I've been living under oath ever since I was 16. I've been living under laws, on my fine nine brim laws, on laws of life since I was a youngin'. So when people do funny shit to me, it's either I eliminate them or my heart gets broken. And it breaks my heart because for a long time, nobody did some unloyal shit. And I see people a lot of unloyal shit. This shit is wild whack to me. Like, I really hate this industry. Like, I hate this industry so much, but I gotta fight it and I gotta deal with it because I wanna show these niggas my talent. If y'all niggas search my high school, or if y'all ask anybody that I went to high school, if they will tell you, like, I always been a bitch that been into music. The high school I went to was called Renaissance High School for Music, Theater, and Technology. I always been in that shit. I hate that shit. I really hate this fucking fake-ass life. Like, I'm grateful to, experience all of this, but then again, nah.
I mean,
that's what happens with success, though, man.
Fuck success, my nigga. I'd rather have no success but have real niggas around me.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got real niggas around me. My primes is still real to me. But like these people that be coming to me, my nigga, and sucking my dick, they mad fake. All these niggas that wanna fuck me, all these bitches that wanna he-ha-ha with me. I never was doing that when I was a stripper. So get the fuck out my face with that shit, my nigga. Everybody wanna suck my dick now because I'm a fake ass somebody. And everybody be like, oh yeah, Cardi, I love you, I fuck with you. But y'all dead ass wishing my fucking mic was crushed, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. I appreciate it. What I'm gonna speak on is the thing that's on my mind the most. You know what I'm saying? The thing that we all gotta deal with every day, but don't really know. The industry. The industry. Man, it's not the same. Doesn't have to do with talent. It's about playing the game. The industry. Real niggas is dying to get in. The industry. Just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going dress like this and talk with the bat. The industry got your word meaning nothing. The industry, fuck what you heard because he's bluffing. The industry, money, bitches, hate, but I dare you to try to take a fucking thing off my plate. The industry like, wait! But in the streets, we like, get 'em. 17 up in that thing. Catch them sleeping and hit them. The industry, if you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down. It's a matter of time. The industry, vultures with nothing to feast on. See me? I'm getting my beast on. The industry, stay in the dirt, play in the dirt. Test the wrong one in the industry and you will get hurt. I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. So I do what the fuck I want because nobody can finish me. The industry, wanted, dead or alive, new artists to sell their souls in the way they survive. The industry don't give a fuck about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you. The industry, I'm sick of this industry shit. The industry playing them like a industry bitch. They tried to finish me quick, but I am long, so I stand strong. Fuck a beat. Listen to the words in the damn song. I only know how to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little short joint I'm gonna hit you with. You know what I'm saying? And it basically reflects on my relationship with the industry. This is what it is. Often my words fall on deaf ears. Motherfuckers be listening but don't hear. Talking to a nigga, he be sitting right here. I be like, where you going? Nigga be like, yeah. Thank you.
Earlier this year, XXXTentacion became the first dead artist to chart at #1 since Biggie was killed in 1997. And if Biggie's 3 underwhelming posthumous album releases are anything to go by, we probably haven't heard the last of X's music, but we've definitely heard the best of it. In this video, I'm going to look at how an artist's legacy and intellectual property should be treated in the wake of their death. Lil Peep and X are the most obvious recent examples of post-death exploitation that we're going to look at in this video. Not one day after X was killed, Spotify added a number of his songs to their popular curated playlist, Rap Caviar. They put his name on the front page of their app and featured the This Is XXXTentacion playlist as well. And this sounds like an appropriate way to memorialize a slain musician. But just a month earlier, Spotify had banned X from their curated playlists entirely. They cited his legal troubles as their reason for doing so, claiming that their corporation was morally opposed to the abusive actions of one artist, while of course leaving innumerable other known abusers to roam the platform as they so choose. It was only due to public outcry and support from A-lister Kendrick Lamar that Spotify brought X back. A move of bold-faced hypocrisy, Spotify's nod to X after his death was clearly made in the interest of profiting from the death of an artist. And Spotify's hypocritical actions are just the tip of the iceberg. X's label appeared at first to be interested in preserving his artistic vision, but that didn't last long. One of the first things they dropped after X was killed was the music video for Moonlight. X had complete creative control over this music video, and it was planned for release long before he was killed. But over the last couple of months, any respect his label seemed to have for his artistic vision has disappeared almost completely. For a 20-year-old, X's body of work was large. We don't know exactly how much music he made and didn't release, but it's probably safe to assume there was a lot. We do know for sure that X's third album will be coming out soon. His longtime producer John Cunningham told Genius that the follow-up to Question Mark was almost completely finished before X was killed, and it'll be coming out sometime shortly after October. Cunningham talked about how all that was left to do for the third album was mixing, mastering, and adding certain things here and there. And this is where the difficulties come in. When an artist dies, who should get to decide how to finish their unfinished work? And should their unfinished work be finished at all? Many people believe that once an artist has passed, their work should be left alone. There are a lot of reasons why we might do that. First of all, unreleased music is usually left unreleased for a reason. The best songs make it onto an album, and the other ones, well, they don't. The process of choosing which songs get released and which ones don't is one of the core principles of intellectual property. Is it ethical to release an artist's work without the permission? When they're alive, it's called a leak, and no one likes those. So what changes after death? It seems to me that the ethical standard, in fact, doesn't change, but the label's desire to capitalize off an artist's death quickly takes over. So here's where the worst of posthumous releases arise. Unauthorized collaborations and albums pieced together from throwaway recordings. Yes, it's possibly wrong to finish an album for an artist who died before they could do it themselves. But if done right, under the guidance of producers that knew the artist, these albums can be good. Elliott Smith's final album was only half finished when he died, but thanks to the caring hand of his producer and girlfriend, it went on to become considered one of his best releases. We can only hope that X and Lil Peep will experience the same thing with their upcoming releases. With both X and Peep's longtime producers finishing their upcoming albums, there's reason to have hope that they won't suck. But it's very, very unlikely that either of these rappers had more than one finished album in the vault when they died. Unfortunately, they almost definitely have throwaway recordings and partially finished songs just waiting to be exploited. The harvesting of X and Peep's recordings for profit has already begun, and strangely enough, the first instance was in tandem with each other. After Peep had died and while X was still alive, X featured on an unreleased Peep song. It wasn't released until after X was killed a few months later, and a lot of Peep's friends and family were far from happy with this unauthorized collaboration. During his life, X was largely ignored by mainstream artists. It feels wrong for some of the industry's biggest figures to be respecting his artistry only after he's died. Another X song, Arms Around You, was released last month featuring Lil Pump, Maluma, and Sway Lee. While the song was reportedly approved of by X's mother, it was critically panned for bland production and lyrics. The future doesn't look bright for X and Peep's musical output. By looking at Tupac Shakur's posthumous albums, we can get a picture of what might be about to happen to X and Peep. Over a period of years following Tupac's assassination at 25 years old in 1996, his back catalog was slowly exhausted of quality tracks. The first album compiled after Tupac's death wasn't that bad, and in fact, a lot of people like it. But over a period of years, his label emptied the archives of everything they had from him. The last few Tupac releases add nothing to his legacy. In fact, they insult it. They were compiled from the absolute lowest quality recordings he had done, and were released purely for the sake of profit. I can only hope that this isn't what happens to X and Peep in the coming years. Ultimately, there's probably nothing we can do to prevent this from happening. While X and Peep's families are involved in the preservation of their legacies, even they might find themselves short on cash down the road, and become willing to release recordings that weren't meant to come out. The most important thing to do in this situation is to remember what these musicians' music stood for, and what they believed in. This has been Volksgeist. Thank you for watching.
How do I end up in here? You know what? I'm going to look at it in a positive light and say that I came here to meet somebody. Don't know who it was, but I'll know when I see him, and I came here to give him a message. And that message is Jesus loves him. You know what I'm saying? I came here to give him the word. That's why I'm here. Regardless of what it looks like, you know, regardless of what people think, that's why I'm here. I came here to meet somebody and tell them about the glory of God.
The revolution will not be televised, ladies and gentlemen, because the revolution is a spiritual event. So don't fear no puppet. I'm talking about the Illuminati celebrities. I'm talking about actors and musicians and the fake news media. The puppets ain't even the real enemy. The enemy is the puppet master. So why kill a puppet? Why kill Pinocchio when it still leaves Geppetto alive? And with that said, don't even fear the puppet master, which is the devil himself. By fearing something, you are giving your power to that fear. You don't surrender to anybody. You don't fear anybody or anything except for the Most High. The scriptures teach us that the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, not the fear of what is taking place on earth, but the fear of God, the Most High. I didn't start this channel to spread fear. I started this channel to do my part in helping to end the fear. Being woke means knowing you already won, no matter what tricks the enemy tries to pull. Being woke really means gaining a spiritual understanding of the Most High, His Word, and His commandments. Being woke means you know this world is just the Matrix. We live this life so that we can live another. Life doesn't end with death. The death of your body is not the death of you. True children of the Most High don't fear what the Antichrist will do, because true children of the Most High understand that the Antichrist can only harm my body, but he can't have what doesn't belong to him, and that's my soul. True children of the Most High know that God is the one who is really in control. The Most High is the true captain of this ship, ladies and gentlemen. So enjoy the ride. I'm not saying don't study, don't research, but don't get stuck on that. Don't make knowledge your God. The Most High is the one true creator. Give your life to Him, not the fear of what can happen tomorrow or even 5 years from now. Trust in the Most High through all trials and tribulations, big and small. And I promise that we are going to be all right. To put it plain and simple, there is no victory without the Most High. I don't care how much knowledge you gain or how much so-called preparing you do, without the Most High, you already lost. So look, I just felt I really had to deliver this message today. I don't know who this was for, but somebody needed this message. I know I did. The Most High put it on my heart, so I'm just doing what He asked of me, and I'm delivering this message to y'all today. Don't fear evil, people. The Most High got you. You're in all His grace. He loves each and every one of you.
It's like they know what's about to happen. Just keep your eye out like I capping. Is he still a fly guy clapping if nobody ain't hear it? And can they testify from in the spirit?